Hi, what is good? What is good? So we had the Game Awards that happened last night, yesterday. It was quite good, quite good. So I thought I'll go through the highlights of the Game Awards for me, from what I took from the whole event and the whole show. So congratulations to Hideo Kojima in winning a couple of awards for Death Stranding. I believe he won Best Direction and also Best Score for the music for that game. And I say that because I think it's very important that developers such as Hideo Kojima and other developers see the success of games like Death Stranding, which is a original IP, so that we can then have more original games, original IPs made in the future, especially as PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox is soon approaching in 2020. So good, and kudos to Hideo Kojima on that. So that was one highlight for me. Of course, we got intro dialogue reveal for the Joker, who is going to be joining Mortal Kombat 11 roster in January, which is just a month away, January 28th. And it's clear to see that they've made alterations to his facial and his look, and it is great. To me, he has a bit more of a Joaquin Phoenix look, a little bit. I don't know, I guess it's the nose, but he looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. I definitely will be playing as him as soon as he's in the roster next year. So that was a big surprise to me, really big surprise, and a pleasant one at that. Cyberpunk 2077, they showcased singular snippets of the kinds of music that would be in Cyberpunk and the artists that are producing music for the game. And it's really impressive, really impressive. And I love the fact that there's a big diverse range of music that is catered toward, I guess, future-esque, psychedelic type of music that makes perfect sense for the world of Cyberpunk. And I have a big and strong interest in music, as you may know. So that was a great and big highlight for me. They also showed, did a live performance of a track from Cyberpunk, which was okay, but I was more interested in the big array of acts and artists that are creating music and their inspirations towards creating the music for Cyberpunk when the game is out next year. So that was good to see. And of course, we had the winner of Game of the Year. Now, I don't really care about the winner so much of that award, because it's never really something that's going to make me want to buy the game just because it wins an award, or because certain reviewers give it certain high scores or anything like that. But it's interesting to see what the people or the critics deemed the Game of the Year. And it was Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is a game I haven't played. I've seen a lot of Let's Plays of the game, and it looks okay. And it's a worthy winner in comparison to what the other nominees was. It kind of makes sense that it wins, because as much as I would have loved Capcom with Resident Evil 2 to have won the award, I kind of knew they wouldn't, because it's a remade game, and remakes or remade games of previous games hardly win that kind of award. So that wasn't going to happen. Death Stranding, too much polarizing opinions about that game, so I knew that wasn't going to win. I knew Super Smash Bros wasn't going to win because it's a huge game, but it's not a Game of the Year. And it's already won a award already as well, Best Beat 'em Up, I believe, over Mortal Kombat 11, which kind of surprised me. But that just means people at NetherRealm, Ed Boon, and the whole team need to work a little bit harder in order to get that award. And maybe if they had Melina in the game, that could have helped their ratings and geared them towards that kind of award. But that's just my biased opinion. Anyway, I'm trying to think who else was a nominee for Game of the Year. So it was Death Stranding, Resident Evil, Super Smash Bros. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. I think Control was another one. I thought it would have been Control that would win. But that did win an award previously, Best Art Direction, I think. And that is a game I'm definitely going to pick up. I said I was going to get it before, but I got carried away with other things. Control, I'm definitely going to pick that up alongside Devil May Cry 5 as well, which also did very well, winning an award. So I'm really happy about that, because Resident Evil, Call of Duty, Shenmue, and Devil May Cry are 5 franchises that I am really heavily a part of in terms of the games that they've released. I've played a lot of those games, so I'm happy that Devil May Cry 5 got an award for Best Action Game, because it looks fantastic, and from what I've played of it, it's a great and fantastic game. So that makes all the sense in the world. Xbox also unveiled their new console that they're releasing in 2020, which they're calling the Xbox Series X. It looks good. I don't really like the design of the actual system itself. It just looks like a rectangular cube, but from what the visuals look like, it looks amazing. It does look amazing, and the video was really good. It was really enticing. So it's all going to go down next year when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X, because the Xbox X looks really good, really, really good. I think for me, it all comes down to, and will always come down to, the games and the exclusives. And if PlayStation keep on the same track that they're on with the PlayStation 4 and even the games that are being released next year, which I will most likely be playing on the PlayStation 5, such as Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2. I'm sure there's another exclusive game coming out next year that I'm forgetting. Final Fantasy 7 remake, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which looks awesome. But those games are keeping me tied into the Sony PlayStation ecosystem. So those are games that I will have on my PlayStation 4, but when the PlayStation 5 launches, I'll be playing those on that console. So it's going to take something or some games that are really going to impress me with the Xbox to make me get Series X console. But it does look good so far. So we shall see next year as to what that is going to present to us. And one of the major highlights for me of the whole event was the extended look at Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I've been really, really hyped about the game, and I can't wait for it to come out. They've gave us a release window of next year, summer 2020. And in fact, that is the other exclusive PlayStation game I'm talking about, matter of fact. So there you go. I'll be playing that on the PlayStation 5. Of course, if it has backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4. But anyway, it looks amazing. And it's always been looking amazing since the first unveil trailer. And it just looks like the type of game that I'm going to really love to play. It's my kind of game, and really reminds me a little bit of Onimusha Warlords. Adventure-esque type games is my kind of game because it has everything inside it. You can have elements of a shoot 'em up inside the game, a beat 'em up, and sword fighting. There's all kinds of things that could be added to an adventure game. This adventure game is samurai based, and even clips of him firing arrows. There was stealth movement, assassination style takedowns, alongside exquisitely looking environments. It's an open world game as well, so there's going to be a lot of things that you can seek and find, and there's a lot of side quests, because we remember there was a side quest that Ghost, who's the main character in the game, did in the first trailer. it's looking fantastic. It's looking fantastic, and it really gives me vibes of Ninja Scroll, which is an anime that I love a lot. So I cannot wait for when this game comes out. Next year is looking really, really strong, really, really strong for gaming and for PlayStation in particular. But yeah, those are my highlights of the Game Awards. It was an okay show. It was quite good. It was quite good. But let me know what you liked, and I'll see you all in the next video. Follow me on Twitch for more content. Peace out.